Hi, folks. John Finley from Lemonade LXP. We're a digital growth platform that helps financial institutions and fintechs maximize the ROI on the investments they're making in technology. So what we do is we bridge the gap between the fintech and the folks who are meant to use it. So there's two sides to our solution. What you're looking at here is the learning experience platform, and it's designed to turn frontline staff into digital experts who can promote and support your technology. You can see here that the main interface is built in the image of today's most addictive mobile and social games, and we did that because staff generally don't like training because they have an aversion which they've developed in their years of being subjected to dreadful compliance training. So to get them to participate, we morphed it into a game to make it fun. And it does a great job. About 84% of staff will voluntarily participate. So when you're trying to teach tech, one of the first things you got to do is you got to teach folks foundational knowledge about the technology so they can answer the questions that customers are inevitably going to have. Typically, you've done that with long-form content. People tick a box and say they read it. So Lemonade can morph that into a game. So here's that long-form content, and you actually have to read it and pay attention to it and correct the mistakes. So you can't just tick a box that says you read it. You actually have to read it and understand it. And as you correct the mistakes, you get sort of a rating. At the end of this, you'll see that I did pretty well. Admittedly, I've played this game a couple of times. So I got 100, and I earned 30 customers in the booster game. So how well I do in training affects how I progress in growing my bank in the booster game. Had I done poorly, I'd have lost customers, which would motivate me to take the training again, which is how you drive repetition to make the learning stick, essentially. The next thing we need to do is teach people how to use the tech, because in a lot of cases your staff don't have to bank with you. If they don't bank with you, they don't use your tech. So Lemonade has the fastest tools in the world for creating walkthroughs of your technology to guide staff through that tech and the transaction so they develop fluency that they need to be able to be confident enough to promote the tech. And so it's a great way to introduce technology to folks who aren't otherwise using it. Of course, guiding people through isn't always the best way to teach, so the second time you go through the walkthrough, it actually morphs it into a game as well. You got 5 lives and you got to figure out how to deposit a check. When you do it, make a mistake, you lose a life, and when you do it right, you go to the next screen. So it makes it fun for staff to learn and understand your technology, but it also drives repetition. So the last piece in teaching tech, you want people to understand, your staff now understand how to use it. You want them to be able to spot opportunities to promote it to customers. So you can build these role-play scenarios, virtual customer interactions. This guy comes into branch, wants to deposit a check. Great answer would be, sure, to which account? But a better answer is, hey, did you know you could use your smartphone to do that? So I open up the door to a conversation where I can introduce the technology. Lemonade has all its own authoring tools baked in. You can build game-based learning, technology walkthroughs, role-play scenarios, certifications, you name it, without any developers needed. It is rocket fast for creating content. It also has a content repository of ready-made content that we've developed that you can download into your instance to get your Lemonade instance up quickly. You can be up in a couple of days with our solution. So that is the learning experience side designed to turn staff into experts on your technology.